65, like off the bubble.
It's like when the GM gives the coach, you know, the vote of confidence.
Or the athletic director coming down the stretch.
Yeah.
I experienced that.
And then the next week, you're gone. Well, we'll see. 3:23 left, and St. Mary's a struggle tonight. Patty Mills is 2 of 16, 0 for 7 from three-point land. So not really getting a look at the real Patty Mills, because when he's healthy, when he's playing, guys, he's a special player.
Well, we saw that right before his injury at Gonzaga, 18 points in the first half. Just aggressive.
And you empathize with Randy Bennett and the Gales because they've really had 3 separate basketball teams within one season. They had the first team at full strength with Mills. They got off to the 18-1 start. Then they had to regroup, retool with a different team when Mills goes down with the injury. And now they have a third version of the Gales team as he returns. And that's tough to do from season to season, let alone within one season. And the key is it's a quarterback, a point guard. If it was a big man, you might have a backup post player and that transition is smoother. But at the point guard spot, tough to change in mid-stride.
So what is your opinion of this third St. Mary's team?
Well, I think they were exposed tonight against Gonzaga, but you have to keep that in mind that Gonzaga's tearing everybody up right now, and I'm sure the selection committee will factor that in as well. This is a hot Bulldog squad playing as well as anybody in the country. Now, critics or skeptics will say they're feasting on West Coast Conference opponents. The last real test was Memphis, but I think we've watched enough basketball to know that this is a different team in terms of physicalness, their toughness.
Hargo runs that shot clock down. Foul on the reach. Carlin Hughes picking up the personal. Championship week presented by Dick's Sporting Goods. Big East women's title game. That's Louisville and UConn. And then Horizon League action. Cleveland State and Butler coming your way. 2:31 mark here. 78-55. Bringing the subs off the bench. Heitfeld takes a seat. Terrific game. Austin Day last night, a terrific game. Bolden's been terrific. That's redundant with him. I mean, he is night in, night out.
And you could tell that these guys really like each other. They've had some adversity. They've gone through the loss at UConn we talked about earlier, and they had a little slide. They lost against Portland State. Memphis comes in and tests their manhood, and they regrouped quite well and are playing their best basketball. So this is a very dangerous ball club, and they actually go further than any Gonzaga club we've seen.
Clint Steindl, the freshman from Queensland, Australia.
And fellas, isn't it interesting, building on Stephen's point there, how oftentimes you look back at the arc of the season throughout your career and there was a defining moment, a crossroads game, and it could be a good game or a bad game that turned a season on a dime. And I think that Memphis game was where Gonzaga pivoted and moved in the right direction.
Ira Brown, the senior from Conroe, Texas, who spent some time in the minor leagues. 5 years, as a matter of fact.
Spent some time in the weight room, too. That's a grown man right there.
Speaking of a grown man, Will Foster, 7'5", 273 pounds. You stand next to him. It's like Mark Eaton. I remember one time, I fought playing against Ralph Sampson. I knew 7'5" guys. Chuck Nevitt at NC State. Stood next to Mark Eaton. He was like a different, it wasn't even a human being. He was so big.
Said it got dark in the room when he came in, huh?
Will Foster the same way. He's so big.
We had Mike Lanier, who was 7'7" at UCLA, and he had a twin brother. They're actually in the Guinness Book of World Record as the tallest twins on record. And that was an experience to travel with him in planes and the concern about the beds. 7'7", obviously there aren't many beds. A double king wouldn't do the job for him.
You can't go buy a pair of jeans. You got to sew two together. Seriously. Things that you and I don't think about. Micah Downs got to be on the all-tournament team, if not MVP.
I have him as MVP.
Do you?
Yep.
Yeah, he's right there. Downs, another great performance. 12 points, 12 rebounds, but he had 10 and 10 in the first half tonight and had a great effort in the semifinals with 18 points.
I'll go with Matt Bolden. We can disagree without being disagreeable, although I do like Stephen Bardo's pick in terms of the X factor in Micah Downs. You were on that early. There's no question. My first opportunity to watch Gonzaga play a couple months here, and they have been impressive.
On their feet here in Orleans Arena. Browns follow good.
I'm really impressed with the way Gonzaga travels. This is like a home game for them.
O'Leary stays at this end. Close it out on St. Mary's, guys. There's some thoughts on where they are right now after this effort in the tournament.
Well, it's not good to lose this poorly in a national televised game. It leaves a sour taste in the mouths of those that are making the decision. But I still think the body of work will speak for itself, and I think they'll be okay.
You know how I feel, fellas. St. Mary's deserving. And keep in mind, if they're going to use the injury argument with a Blake Griffin in Oklahoma, it's only fair for St. Mary's in a West Coast conference to use that same argument. Now, he didn't play as well as we would have preferred, but who can project how much better he'll be next week?
I'm with you. I think they should get in. But Mark Few and the Gonzaga Bulldogs win yet another West Coast Conference tournament title. That's number 10 overall. They're making it a habit. Josh Heitfeld, terrific effort. The Zags are playing their best basketball of the year right now. They blew out Santa Clara 94-59, and they do the same to the number 2 seed, St. Mary's. Patty Mills, a tough night for him. Mills just 2 of 16, 0 for 7 from three-point range. He had 5 points. Bolden was terrific, so was Heitfeld. Hard to really go up and down the line for Gonzaga and Mark Few and what they were able to accomplish here this week in Vegas. Sports Center coming your way next. That'll do it from Vegas. For Steve Lavin, Steve Lombardo, I'm Terry again, and this has been a presentation of ESPN, the worldwide leader in sports. So long, everybody.
To the college game, St. Mary's facing Gonzaga in the WCC Tournament Championship game last night in Vegas. That's Omar Samhan there. Now, before the game, you can't dunk in warm-ups before the refs come out or you get a technical. Check it out. That's a dunk. And they get teed up. And so before the game even begins, Matt Bolden hits a free throw. He makes 1 of 2, so it's 1-0. And from there, Gonzaga would never trail in the game. Bolden to Josh Heitfeld. Beautiful read. Bolden again, looking like Billy Joe Armstrong from Green Day, with a little more size. Dimitri Goodson and 1. There he is again. Squish. Bolden, Heitfeld again, picking and rolling. 42 with the bump, shoulder in the sternum, and up and in. Gonzaga by 13 at halftime. Second half, they're up 11. Jeremy Pargo. Number 2, no, but there's Heitfeld crashing the boards. Zags by 13. Beautiful dish to Pargo from Bolden. And then Gonzaga runs away with it. Pargo, beautiful anticipation. 2-step dunk in regulation is permitted by rule. And Gonzaga goes on to win. So Gonzaga, they've now won the West Coast Conference Tournament 9 of the last 11 seasons. Their 10 WCC tourney titles, the most of any school. Zags heading to the dance for the 11th straight season. Streak that started in 1999, back when Matt Santangelo and Richie Fromm were playing for the school. Zags have now won 26 games this year, their most since they won 29 back in 05-06. That's the same year they advanced to the Sweet 16 before falling to number 2 seed UCLA. Now, what about St. Mary's? This was a very important game for them. They fall to the Zags 3rd time this season. Now find themselves squarely or circularly on the bubble. St. Mary's 18-1, including wins over Utah State and Providence, entering their first contest against the Zags. Led it at halftime before Patty Mills got hurt. Now 7-5 record down the stretch as the Gales holding their breath on Selection Sunday.